and Congress is considering a bill to cut prison sentences for nonviolent drug offenders. The bill is a priority of the Obama administration. 4,300 inmates were released earlier this month. Tens of thousands are expected to benefit from changes to drug sentencing made last year. And President Obama wants Congress to prohibit the government and its contractors from asking about criminal histories on job applications. Star Parker is back with us, founder and president of CURE, Center for Urban Renewal and Education. It's good to see you again, Star.
Well, it's good to be with you.
Should nonviolent drug offenders see their sentences cut?
Well, that's a yes or no question, and if I were to have to pick one or the other, I would say yes. And the reason I would say yes is because although this is a very complicated situation, number one, the drug offenders are a very small part of the population in our prisons, and as a Christian, we need to be concerned about offering opportunities a second chance. So while they try to do everything here in D.C. Comprehensively, this is something that we should weigh in on, and in fact, many organizations on the right are a part of what this should look like over time.
So many of those released from jails or prisons return. How can we break that cycle of incarceration?
Well, that's the bigger question for even looking at the drug offenders. Family breakdown is why we have this scenario. This is why we have 2 million people in our prisons. The common denominator between all of them is 95% of the men in our larger system don't have a relationship with their father. 70% of the young guys that are in our criminal justice system have no relationship with their father. When you have a society like ours today, to where 48% of children are being born into homes that the mother has never married, this is complicated for us. We have to revisit questions of morality, family building, getting rid of this new definition of marriage, and encouraging society to marry again before producing children and building healthy lives for those children.
I'd like to shift gears a little bit and look at the tension, the racial tension on some campuses, including the University of Missouri. What do you make of what's going on?
Well, one philosopher said under the impact of moral relativism, you have mob rule. And what we're looking at now are all of our institutions collapsing and mob rule. I don't know that the students even know what they're looking for. They just know something has broken down. And what has broken down are our traditions. We are in a chaos community right now, and they're expressing this anger toward any type of institution or any type of uniform, any type of symbol of rule of law. So they must be governed. We cannot allow for this fuel to continue to create fires across our campuses.
Do you agree with the way it's being handled, especially at Missouri?
Absolutely not. When any time you give in to children, I mean, this would be like giving it to 2-year-olds. They get worse. When you start accompanying them with candy, they get fat and worse. No, you need to say, these are the rules. All right, you want to be on this university campus, these are the rules. If you have a challenge, you bring it to us and let's resolve this challenge. But absolutely destroying education for others because you are having a temper tantrum is not acceptable behavior.
The new interim president at Missouri, though, is an African-American, one of the first to graduate from their law school. Could that not help the situation?
Depends on what they allow him to do, because African-American or not, there is this insistence from this hard left, this George Soros-funded hard left, that they don't care what color you are, they just wonder if your worldview is liberal. And if his worldview is not, he's going to have problems. It's not about ethnicity at that point. It's about, are you going to allow us to express ourselves? And if he says no, he may not last.
Oh, interesting. Star Parker with CURE. Thanks for being with us, Star.
Welcome.
We appreciate seeing you.